Peace, y'all. It's Rahim, man, CEO and owner of Fortune Over Fame. I'm here with Central Ohio creators. Listen, podcast was amazing. These brothers showed me a great time. They really laid it out for me, red carpet. Come through, make sure that you uplift these brothers' platform. Some good brothers that's sitting here doing something for the city, doing something for the state. Salute. I appreciate y'all. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know the vibes. Central Ohio creators back in the building. Season 2, we in the building. Y'all know the vibes. Ain't nothing changed. Taking 3 vibes in the building. Ohio Keys as always. And we got Beat Hustle in the building today, representing Mastermind Clique. But without further ado, we told y'all it was season 2. So you know we had to come back, and I brought the crew. Mr. Rahim Ewan is in the building with us today, y'all. The head of Fortune Over Fame. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. You know the vibes. This gentleman is the owner of Fortune Over Fame, the clothing brand that represents the city in one of the dopest ways possible. We got the unboxing video dropping here shortly after the episode today, so y'all gonna see exactly why it's one of the best brands to represent the city. And then also outside of that, I do see you had a background in things outside of the clothing brand spectrum. You mind mentioning those as well for those that don't know?
Yeah, not a problem. Well, first of all, man, I appreciate you brothers for having me.
Of course.
Very
pleasure is all ours.
I really appreciate what y'all doing for the city, for the state of Ohio. It's big, so I don't want to undermine that.
Most definitely.
So thank you for extending a hand. Again, I really appreciate it.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so so you said things I'm doing outside of clothing?
Yeah, because I did see some degrees and things under your belt that was non-clothing brand related.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
So I mean, I'm a professor at HBCU in Miami, Florida Memorial University. I'm also a global, I say a U.S. campus recruiter for American Express. You might want to beat that. I want to put the company out there.
I could dig it.
But I'll mention that because I go around to different colleges across the country, recruiting top talent from a diversity space. You know, a place that they like to call underprivileged or overlooked communities. Basically black and brown communities, black and brown students. And I do that, and that's something I love, is about, of course, giving out opportunities. Because for some odd reason, recruiters for certain companies, man, if they can't pronounce your name, they don't give you opportunity. They sit down with you and, they don't like your hairstyle, they don't give you opportunity.
That's right.
Or they can't understand your dialect or your accent, they don't give you opportunity. And we know that's not right, because these people are just as bright, just as talented, and could possibly come in and shift or change the culture of the organization that you're hiring for. So that's something that I take pride in that particular role within my job. I also have a nonprofit organization where I give out 4-year scholarships to students in Jamaica, out of Maypen, Jamaica, Central High School. So students who have excellent marks, but just don't have the finances to further their education. So we've been doing that since 2021. Put 5 students through college so far, and I'm going back out. And July 3rd is the graduation to give out 2 scholarships this year.
That's awesome right there, man. Okay. Catching these blessings and then handing them out at the same time. That's what's up. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell us about your upbringing in Columbus and like what influenced your career and entrepreneurial spirit?
Yeah, man, definitely. So I'm originally from Youngstown, Ohio. Moved to Columbus probably like middle school. I always speak very highly of Youngstown. That's home for me. So my father from Jamaica, my mother's from Youngstown, Ohio. But I come from a very small, tight-knit community. One of those steel mill towns, like Northeast Ohio. And that's where I learned about like loyalty. That's where I learned about morals, principles, things that I got introduced to at a very, very young age that stuck with me throughout my life. So, when you're growing up in the inner city or the ghetto and shit like that, and you rely on your family for certain things, it's like there's certain things that you're introduced to, and you might be 8 years old, but you've been introduced to certain morals that a 16-year-old or even a 20-year-old in certain places in the world may not have experienced it yet. It's something as simple as, we hungry, right? And it's a piece of bread in here. We're not gonna eat that bread to ourselves in front of each other. We're gonna split that bitch 4 ways. A lot of people from certain different walks of life don't understand that. Shit, I'm hungry, I got a piece of bread, I'm gonna eat that bitch. You ain't got no bread? You know, so little things like that have shaped and molded me, and I've taken those things to my professional career as well as being an entrepreneur. I'm real big on networking, you know, and my thing is I'm trying to treat you as many different ways as possible. Hopefully you like one. If you like one, then we can build a relationship. We can build a rapport. And then the next thing would be, okay, if I give you my word and I do good on my word, the only thing I want to return, can you introduce me to your circle? And when you introduce me to your circle, you can speak highly of me, so your circle will bring me in. You know, it's just like, see, you think about the mafia, right? And I said this on a different podcast, so I don't want to be redundant, but if you think about the mafia, how they introduce each other. Yo, man, that's my boy Tony. He's one of us. Oh, okay. So you vouch for Tony? Yeah, I vouch for Tony.
No new friends, only referrals.
Exactly, exactly. So the same concept. You know, so I've worked my hand at building relationships with people, and I always say, yo, but put me on with your people. That's how I really got into, you know, like promotions. And when I switched from promotions to fashion, I use the same concept. Yo, I got some dope shit. You like it? Yeah. Hey, you think such and such will wear it? Same thing. Yeah, so just that upbringing of family first, standing on my word, always being a man of my word, and you know, I've been to 100 different hoods, showing up with respect, not stepping on nobody's toes, or letting people know that you also can't step on mine. You know, so them same type of qualities, you know what I'm saying? And if, because we in a very dangerous climate where you can go to a different place, motherfucker don't know you. You show up in New York, you got on this Ohio jacket. Niggas like, man, who the fuck is this nigga up here with this Ohio jacket on? Nigga, this is Brooklyn. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this nigga, he good, man. I don't give a fuck what he talking about.
Why
nigga.
he got that on?
Yeah, like nigga, what is you talking about?
Yeah.
That's a very dangerous thing to do. But a nigga will be like, okay, hold on, and you here by yourself? So a person who got knowledge will be like, well, hold on, let me talk to this brother first, because either this nigga he just crazy, he don't give a fuck, or he vouch for it, he just solid, or what does you want? Because somebody in the average mind ain't gonna do no shit like that.
Right.
So I mean, it's just a mixture of all of that has brought me to where I'm at, knowing how to approach people, you know, and not forgetting where I'm from and the fundamentals that, you know, I learned at a very young age, bringing those along with me. I hope that wasn't a long-winded answer.
Nah, that's what we want.
Exactly
We love all of those.
What inspired you to start Fortune Over Fame clothing line, and how does it reflect your personal values?
Good question. I started in the pandemic. I'm not sure how it was here in Ohio, but you know, like when the pandemic hit, when COVID hit, remember we didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Like we thought this what life was gonna look like for a long time, if not forever.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't getting better, it was getting worse. Like I lost mad family members, friends, like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? It was people was dropping. Like, do you remember you would go shopping, like grocery shopping, they would like clean the bags off before you bring them in the house. You didn't know what you could touch. You go into the gas station with gloves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I did at that time, if you remember, the flights was cheap. I traveled a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I bought a lot of clothes online. You couldn't go to the mall.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm thinking like, this is gonna pass, and when it passes, I'm gonna be able to go outside and get fly. So I'm buying all these clothes. Niggas used to get dressed to go to the living room.
Yeah.
You couldn't go no fucking where.
Right.
Niggas be fly as a bitch at home,
Facts.
like new shoes, everything.
Yeah. Doing
So-
the verses or something.
Exactly. And that's all we was doing at the time was watching the verses.
Yeah.
Remember, that's when the verses started hitting. But so I found myself spending all this money on clothes, and one day, between clothes and Amazon, one day I'm like, man, I'm not spending no more money on clothes. I'm gonna start making my own. And I like to wear hats, so I started with hats. And like the MOQ, which is minimum order quantity for the company I found, was like 24. So I bought 24 blank hats, and then I came up with a patch. And I found a company that would create the patches. The minimum was 50, so I ordered 50 patches. Took it to a seamstress, had them sew the patches on a hat. Took the hat to her embroidery, had them embroider the hat. Now the first seamstress I had, she was whack. She was cool, but she wasn't fire. But I had the product, and I went through like the ones that I thought were good, because I wouldn't sell anybody something that I wouldn't wear. The ones that I thought were good, I was like, okay, I can sell these. The ones that I thought was fair, I just put them in the garage. Anyway, I ended up selling I put it out there, and I was like, at least I know 20 niggas. You know what I'm saying? If I call you like, yo, I need $5, I know it's 20 people I could call.
For sure.
They'll be like, all right, even if it was more money, but like, man, all right, huh? So same concept. Yo, I got these hats. They say Ohio because I know Ohio loyalty. We big on Ohio. Like you could be in an airport anywhere. Even if it's no matter what their culture is, if you see somebody with some Ohio stuff on, somehow, some way, you feel connected to them.
That's a big fact.
You know what I'm saying?
If I see that dog pound on, I got a friend
you
already.
know.
Yeah.
I got a friend already.
Especially with the pound, like it's pound, and not to go outside of Ohio, but like Steelers, Cowboys,
Stuff like
that culture. It's something about the culture. So I'm like, well, shit. I know if anything, people will support this. So I hit up the people I knew. That was like, yeah, man, just send me girls that I know that didn't even wear hats. Man, nigga, just send me a hat. So I sold them in like a half hour. So I'm like, let me try this again. I bought 48, and I came with a different design. Sold them bitches in like an hour. I'm like, all right, if I sell 100, I might have something. There's no website, nothing. It's just calling people and then putting a hat on Facebook. Make a long story Webster, I did it again. I replicated it again. I sold 100 in like an hour. I was like, let me get me a website. Put a website up. Started selling hats on the website. And now I'm tracking the orders. Now I'm seeing it going to different places. So now I'm following up with people. Yo, how did you hear about the website? Oh man, I seen somebody in the airport. Seen somebody here. So I'm like, I think I got something. So, and then I went from there to T-shirts. And then I had one of my homegirls who's a millionaire. She a boss. We were always in contact, and I reached out to her. I'm like, I think I got something with this clothing, da 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 da. And I'm calling her all the time. And she like, man, stop calling me, man. And this is what I was telling y'all earlier offline. This concept comes into play, and it makes sense. She was like, don't call me no more. If you serious, she live in Charlotte. She's like, if you serious, come see me. I caught a flight there that day, and I flew back the same day. When I flew there, I brought a whole bunch of Ohio stuff, and she was looking over. She was like, yo, Ohio shit is cool, but fuck Ohio. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, the name of your company is Fortune Over Fame? I'm like, yeah. She was like, well, show me what that looks like via apparel. Because if you just selling Ohio shit, you boxing yourself in. Fortune Over Fame is a lifestyle. So I went back, and she wrote me a check. I went back to the crib, and she was the one that opened my eyes. I'm like, okay, I need to start. Ohio was the foundation. Yeah. It was a way to get people aware. I'm like, I need to start making other things that have nothing to do with Ohio. A clothing brand. And what's funny is, and again, I want to bleed over into other questions I know you have. I'm just now getting there. And that conversation I had with her, my son wasn't even born yet, I don't think. So that was, I don't know, that might have been like 3-4 years ago. Probably 3 years ago. And I'm just now getting to, a clothing brand, a look. Where you could see it, like, what polo feel like. I do, I'm a polo head. I know what low feel like. I could touch it, oh, that's low. Oh, no, that's polo assassination. That ain't facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's about creating that brand awareness and that brand recognition. You know what I'm saying? Without having to see the double F. So that's where I'm headed.
Now let me ask you this: when you said you had created a website, were you still doing print on demand? Like, were you still just making them as people were ordering them, or like doing your regular bulk number, or did you get to the point where you were taking orders, and once it was like heavy enough, then you went in and put it in the order? Because that's like for people who start off. You know what I mean? Because people who start off an e-commerce business,
I'm gonna shake your hand on that.
Real talk. You know what I mean?
It's
an e-commerce question for those that's wanting. You know what I mean? That's a decision you typically got to make at the beginning. Am I gonna go betting on myself? I'm gonna pay for the bulk number, get it just print up and try to sell them, or am I gonna take orders first, and then once I get enough, then I'm gonna drop off the order because you already got that money.
So great question. Yeah. I'm gonna answer that in two parts. I never took orders first because I know how long it takes to get the hat, patches, and all that created, and I never wanted to sell you something I don't got. You know what I'm saying, I'll get it to you in 2-3 weeks. Nah, because I know what type of shopper I am.
Me too.
I can't window shop. I'm a copper.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going, nigga, I'm copping.
I want it.
I don't even go if I can't. And I'm not a 50 or 75% person. I'm 150. Like I'm the type of dude. If I can't go out the way I want to go out, I ain't going. Cause when I go, I'm going hard. My dudes, man, we ain't going. Yeah. Now, don't get it twisted. When I was younger, I went on trips. I could make $50 stretch.
Facts. Come on,
I could make $1,000 stretch. But where I'm at now as a man,
if I gotta do that, I ain't trying to go yet.
I ain't going.
That
I ain't supposed to be
yet.
there. I ain't supposed to be there.
Come on.
I'm a hustler. I done did it all. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to, man, sit down until you get your paper up. Or wear the same clothes. If we wearing the same clothes for 6 days. Like I do all of that. So the same concepts, the same rules apply. So I wasn't selling nothing I didn't have. Because I just didn't think it was a good customer experience. Now, and then for me, when I see people do it, because a lot of people be like, oh, I'm doing pre-orders. You can only do that when you are super duper established. To me, when I see cats who not established doing pre-orders, I'm a money nigga. I'm like, because you ain't got the money.
Yep.
That's it. You said it out the gate. Oh, you ain't got the money. And the last thing I want you to do is believe I ain't got the money. Because, and we touched about it earlier, if I was selling anything, if I'm selling fortune over fame, come on. Like, I'm selling you right now, not just the brand, but I'm also selling you me. And I want you to buy from me because, and you see me networking with all these people, you should think I'm up. The last thing I need is for you to buy it. I'm hoping you do, but if you don't buy it, I'm still up. Yeah. So I don't want you to think that I need your money first. Nah.
Just to get the money.
Yeah. Because I see when people do that, I'm like, oh, that's because now I know the game. I know that, okay, it costs so, there's a minimum order that has to be met. So if you can't buy 50, no, you getting the sample. And then you like, this is what it looks like. Pre-order now. And it's like, okay. And you hoping that you sell 50 or whatever the minimum order quantity, it usually is 50. Let's say it's 24. You hoping you sell 24 so you could put the order in and then place it. But what's the customer experience like if you only get 12?
Right.
Now you got to either come out your pocket, and more than likely you don't have the money because if you did, you would have bought it up front. And now you got 12 dissatisfied customers because you can never give them the product.
And then I'm thinking about that the first person who put in the pre-order, he got to wait forever for the other 23 to come through and get a pre-order. Like, it's like, dang, I ordered mine first day you put it up. Where mine at?
Exactly. Yeah. Now the second part of that is, I got a lot of friends in different cities, and they see when I was doing the hats, like, yo, you should make an Atlanta one, make a Miami one, make a Toronto one. I'm like, bet. I'm talking to dudes that I feel are mirror of me, like solid. When I come to the crib, I can get some shit off in Columbus. I know that. So I'm thinking these dudes is the same way in their city, and it doesn't mean that they're not, but it doesn't mean that they're gonna put forth the same effort. So what I did was I'm putting my name and my brand on something, and I'm getting 50 of them created for Houston, shipping them to my dude or having them here, and he like, yo, I got four orders on the first day. Cool. I never hear from him again. So now I got 46 hats from Houston, 30 from Miami, 20 from Pompano, 10 from all these other cities from dudes. Said, man, Detroit, send them to me, or we'll order a bunch. And I ordered 24 of them, and they sell 11. So now I got 100 hats from different cities that I'm not in. Now the only way I'm gonna sell them is if I go get boots on the ground,
connect with that city,
and hustle them out the trunk. That's a flight. That's a hotel. I'm showing up in another nigga's hood. All of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just told the story yesterday. I've been my homeboy in Pompano who sell plates. So he got constant traffic. He that nigga. He got constant. The block is on. He lives on the block where it's 100. I don't know if you've been to Miami. Like 100 niggas outside on that block all day. Dreads niggas. This what we do. We selling water, socks, food, weed, coke, anything you can sell. That's what niggas doing. He right there and they all day buying plates. Okay. He like, man, you should do a half of my block. I'm like, cool. It's 100 niggas out here every day. That's an easy sale. Yeah. Niggas sell like 10. I'm like, the niggas is right there.
You ain't putting in the effort.
Nigga, you could even have price it and put it with a plate. But niggas ain't gonna put the effort into it that you gonna put into it because it ain't they shit.
That's true.
It
So I was like,
I think I said that on my show.
yeah.
It
So
ain't their brand.
It ain't their brand. So it was a learning lesson. I'm like, damn, I'm just throwing money at the wall. I'm throwing at the wall. Ain't nothing sticking. But I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm like, oh shit. So I didn't put. I'll give you another example, and then we'll go to the next question. Again, I don't want to get long-winded. I didn't put. I'm connected, right, to a lot of. I'm connected to a couple bosses, many bosses. And what I know about a relationship, and we all bosses ourselves, you know what I'm saying? But I know about a relationship, you get one time to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of business that, even what I'm doing right now, certain cats I can't bring with me. Like, I'm trying to put a festival together. Niggas like, well, we got the bread, let's make it happen. Bro, it takes so much more than that.
Yeah.
I went to Fortress today, I don't know best. I'm sitting down with the owner, this nigga billionaire. He asked me, he's like, well, first of all, I Googled you before you even sat down because I'm not going to waste my time. I met with him at 8 a.m. He's like, I'm not going to waste my time. So I'm like, well, thank God the shit that came up was official.
Right.
You know what
Checked
I'm saying?
off, yeah.
But we going back and forth. He's like, I need to meet your guy who does this, your guy who does this, your guy who does this. Listen, this venue can hold up to 40,000. If you're going to sell 7,500 tickets, that ain't going to do it. That's going to look like nobody's here. I mean, he,
Thinking
so
way ahead.
Yeah, I'm going back to my guys like, listen, and the people I'm talking about Dave Chappelle and these niggas who I sent a proposal to, if it's not right one time, I'm never going to be able to replicate that again. That's conversation. What you calling me for?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave it to you. We brought you. We let you sit down at the table. You fucked it up. You're done. So sometimes, if you're not ready, it's better to just sit on it and wait. You know what I'm saying? Because you get that one shot. Unless somebody is your friend, even your friend will be like,
You fucked it up last time, big dog. All right. I might have one more chance for you. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I have, so I met this dude, right? Forgive me, bro, because I got stories.
Very good.
We
here with the professor in case y'all didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we here for.
If you need me to cut me, let me know.
We good.
But it's just an example. And I'm going to try to make it short. I'm out at this club in Fort Lauderdale. This dude come running into me. I'm like, what the hell? He like, older white man. Only white dude in this all black hood, older jazz club though. They in there rocking. So I'm like, well, okay, you just love music. That's probably why you here. But he bumped into me, like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. And I forget what, he has some type of disease where when he walks, he's off balance and he can't really control his shit. So he's telling me, I'm like, not a problem. You know, I'm grown, so no problem, sir. You know, nice meeting you, da-da-da. Go throughout the night, he run into me again. He like, I'm sorry, man, let's get a drink. I'm like, all right, cool. We go, we get a drink, we talking, da-da-da-da. No big deal. I go back to my table, I'm like, yo, white dude ran into me again, da-da-da-da, whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I see him over there, it's him and another white guy. I'm like, man, I'm gonna send him a drink. I don't know why. It might have just been the spirit, just being real.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm thinking this, I get up, I see the owner walk by, I hop up, I'm like, yo, I just want to introduce myself. I said, anytime my family comes in town, I always bring them to the spot. Like my aunts and stuff who older, who love that type of music. I said, man, you got a good thing going, bro. Just want to let you know I appreciate you. You know, my family always has a good time. While I'm talking to him, who come running into me? Now he bumped me in the owner. I'm like, what the fuck? Do it again. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. You know my equilibrium's off. Da da da. So now I take the time. Hey, this is such and such. I introduced them. Oh man, he said, man, I like this spot. Da da da. And you know what? I'm buying everybody drinks. So my antennas go up. I'm like, this is what the dude tell the owner. The owner got the mic. This is such and such. He said he buying out the bar. Niggas, they don't nobody say thank you.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the bar.
Took flight.
Buying they bottles, everything.
You heard what he said?
Yeah. He go sit down, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what something told me I'm gonna buy. I sent him 2 beers.
Yeah.
2 beers. And I was like, man, I know, I just want to reintroduce myself. My name is Rahim. No, I know you just did a great thing. Nobody said thank you. just wanted to say thank you by giving you a drink. He's like, oh, cool, I really appreciate it. He said, man, I've been doing this a long time, man. When you do for other people, sometimes people just don't appreciate it. Cool, nice meeting you, da-da-da. We leaving. Who I see walking up the street hobbling, they fucked up. So we pull up on him. Yo, his name is Mike. Mike, you good? Yeah, man, where you going, man? We just going up the street, man. Man, hop in.
The white dude that kept bumping into you?
Hop in. All right. You see the car, so he's like, okay. Because at that time I had the Audi, I think it's like the Q8, the truck one.
Mm-hmm. That's
brand new, yeah. So he's like, all right. He's like, yeah, we're gonna drop. The first thing he said that caught my attention, we dropped the captain off over here. He kept calling the captain. I even nigga's nickname was Captain. Drop him off at the house. He's like, they take me over here to my little boat. I'm sleeping on my boat tonight. All right. Right, left, driving. He's like, right here. I'm like, right here? Yeah. You want to come on? You want to come aboard? Yeah. Nigga, this is a $1 billion yacht, or probably a $4 million yacht.
I was about to say a building. He's about a yacht.
He's a billionaire.
Damn.
But probably $5-7 million yacht. Yeah. So I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I get on, take my shoes off. First thing I do is fall down all the steps. I look up my foot up here. Yeah. I know he thinking, I done brought this nigga on my boat. Right. He about to fucking sue me.
Broke his neck.
Yeah, he about to sue me. I had to tell him I ain't that type of dude. Because he worried. Cause I think now he coming back. He's sobering up. What the fuck am I doing? I got complete strangers on my boat. This nigga done fell. Oh, he about to own half the shit. Yeah. I tell him, bro, I ain't that type of dude, da-da-da-da. Beautiful yacht. I'll show you. So anyway, fast forward, we kick it. He invite me out. We coming out. I'm kicking with some of his friends. Where do you stay? This time I'm staying in Coral Springs. I'm like, I stay in Coral Springs. What about you? Oh, we don't own a home. We just live on the yacht. I'm like, damn, I'm around some motherfuckers with some bread. Yeah. They're like, yo, we going to the Bahamas. You want to go? Hell yeah. When y'all coming back? Coming back?
Who said I was leaving?
Yeah. Coming back. We just going.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm like, oh, listen. I appreciate the offer, but I ain't there yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm just. He's like, yeah, we need a chef. First, and this go back to how I'm connecting dots. You need a chef. My homeboy and popping up. He's a hood chef, but we gonna go get you a chef thing. I'm gonna put fortune over fame on it, dress you up. This nigga's food is impeccable.
Put you together.
And then I'm like, let's do a test run. And do you mind if I shoot a video on the yacht for my clothing line? He's like, yeah, cool. My cousin, she an Instagram model, been in a lot of different videos. I bring her, my other cousin. I bring the chef. He cook for him. We shoot the whole thing. Food is impeccable. He get drunk.
Who get drunk?
My homeboy who's the chef. He get too fucked up. And he serving the food. Food is on point. But he cracking jokes, ha 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 ha, and they laughing at him because that's what motherfuckers do. When you make a fool of yourself, they gonna laugh at you.
Not
they
with you.
laughing with you.
At you.
Yeah. And he next time I come back, I'm gonna make them ribs. They like, all right. I'm like, nigga, you'll never see them again. Yeah. I'll put you with millionaires. Yeah. And all they was looking for was a chef.
You was on a yacht.
And you was gonna be living on a yacht for I don't know how long. Yeah. And all you had to do was wake up and do what you love doing.
Serve them up and shut up.
You feel me? That's it. And when I put you on, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You drinking on the job. And he was like, well, you ain't even tell me, nigga. When you walked up, I shouldn't have to tell you shit.
You on a yacht, dude. I gotta tell you where you at.
When I put you on a fucking chef bib and a hat, nigga, you should have known. What the fuck is that? I know we shooting a video, but nigga, why I got this big shit on? Nigga, look at this bitch.
Come on.
I gotta tell you anything?
So you on a yacht right now, bro. You don't know where you at.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. You get one time.
Yeah.
And the fucked up thing is, up to that point, me and the dude was talking, because I'm telling him, I used to be a promoter and all this stuff, because what he does is he buys malls. So like you'll see the Walmart and all that, he buy the whole shit.
The whole strip.
And then rent it out to the companies.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Big dog.
Wow.
So I'm telling him, man, I used to be a promoter. He's like, well, let's look at some clubs, because we went back, he was going to buy this. He had such a good time at the jazz club, he was going to buy it.
Damn.
Fuck it. I'm
Here
going
in
to
the
buy
city?
this shit. No, this is in
Fort
Lauderdale.
Yeah, Florida.
So I'm showing him articles on me. I'm trying to play my little shit. Man, I used to be a promoter. Yeah. He like, well, shit, let's just buy a club. I'm like, man, I don't have the money like that. I got good credit, but I ain't about to just be in debt, a couple $100,000. He was like, no, you rent the money from me. I'm like, what you mean? He said, I put the money up for the club, and as we making it, you pay me the money back. But as it's coming in, you paying me back. And then you put your little, so if 100% is coming in, you keep 20, 80 go to me. But I put the money up for the club.
So you still profit? You still getting your bread off of it?
Yeah. I mean, basically, he getting his first, and I'm still eating.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, okay. Having these conversations. This happened. Went back to him.
Smoked.
Still,
he was
a
cool.
good guy. That conversation never happened again.
Damn.
Even when I brought it up, yeah, man, talk to my nephew. Okay. I didn't fuck that up, but the fact that
But your people.
I brought somebody with me, going back to what I told, what I said to you earlier, that I vouched for. He opened up the whole yacht to me, and I told him I'm only gonna bring like 6 people. You know, my 2 cousins, girl, my homeboy. He gonna cook, have you and your wife there. We'll eat, da da da. Cool, man. Do what you want to do, because I know you're not gonna disrespect my shit. You would never do that. I'm up. You see, I'm up, and you didn't sue me, so I know you got it hard because you had me by the short and curlies when you fell down my shit. If you wanted to clip me, you could have clipped me. You bring this dude on here.
Fucked it all up.
One time. One time. So again, I have stories out the wazoo, bro, and I hope I wasn't.
No, you good.
I know I was long-winded, but I hope I didn't take us off track for the next question.
No, you good.
Hey, Chloe, let me see that broom back there real quick. I got to sweep up all these gems, bro. You feel me? Like, for real. That's crazy. Yeah, that was...
And my nigga from Papa, I still love you if you see this. I know you're going to be mad at me, but shit, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's plenty of game right there.
And when I show you the yacht, you can be like...
Damn.
Like, bro, really?
I ain't talking about
How you
boat.
messed that up?
Yeah.
I'm talking about bedrooms, live on it. Like I told you, man, we're going to Bahamas. You want to come? Yeah. When you coming back? Coming back.
Damn.
All
It's
right.
crazy.
Yeah, that's enough said. What kind of yacht it is? They doing it in open water.
Yeah.
Said he living off that mug. I mean...
We're paying the captain $1,000 a day just to take us out on the intercoastal.
Crazy. How do you balance being a professor and a business owner?
That's a great question. Get up on the internet.
Sure. I mean, I was being a professor, a business owner, and doing my primary job all at the same time. So I went to my primary job. I was like, I teach between 9:15 to 11:15. Let me come in from 12 to 8. That wasn't that hard for them to agree to, because at the end of the day, like, if I'm trying to empower the youth, and you know, when it comes to, if we get into corporate, all right, what are your values? Do your values align with my values? They do? Well, listen, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to empower the youth. I'm trying to create opportunity for the youth, da-da-da. You don't stand with that? And I can still come to work and do my job, and you ain't gonna see, like, I'm not gonna fall off. You gotta, who ain't cool with that? All right, so that was easy. I wish it was, and I said this today, I wish it was more hours in a day. And I think this is also where the brand is in a good space, but it's not where I want it to be. Because after you get done doing the things that you have to do for other people, and then you want to do for yourself, then you'd be tired.
Facts.
So it is tiring, but I've been lucky enough to, man, I'm catching them. I gave my word, I'm catching them flights. Or I'll try to make it where, like, for instance, when I was working in New York, and like when I did the joint with Jay Ross or Jimmy Fallon, they were in New York. I happened to be working in New York that week, so I was able to be there.
Get all lined up.
Yeah. Now I missed some work, some hours the other day, catching the train going down to Jimmy Fallon, and I finessed it, but it worked out. I've tried to line up several things like that where, man, let me work here. I've worked in Atlanta and went down to Atlanta and do some, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really have the answer that if you want to make it work, you got to find a way to make it work. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Now, speaking of that, it sounds like you overcame some challenges, needless to say. What are some of the biggest challenges you faced in the fashion industry, and then how did you overcome those?
That's a good question.
Because I know you've seen some different stuff walking in that lane. And then you have the storefront in Florida, correct?
No, everything is
Digital?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say it's the address. It was showing like that.
Yeah. So I had like a virtual office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
To get mail and shit like
For
that.
sure,
And of
for
course,
sure.
when you start getting into banking and all that, you don't want to use your home address. You gotta show that you have
An actual store location.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
business location.
Yeah. That's a stacked. I got a stacked answer for you. The first would be trying to change people's way of thinking, because unfortunately, I hate to say niggas, but niggas think expensive equates to fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, just because it costs $1,000 don't mean it's worth $1,000.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll see it's different type of men and women. First of all, every man ain't a male. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're a man don't make you a male. You know what I'm saying? Or just because you're a male
don't make you a man. I know what you mean.
Saying?
Yeah, I know
See
what
where
you
I'm
mean.
going? Like, just because you're a male don't make you a man.
Yeah.
And just because you're a female don't make you a woman.
Real shit.
So it's different type of people out here that need they need to throw on this so to feel like they are accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm not nigga, and look at me, I got the Gucci on, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm valid.
Yeah.
You ain't valid without it. There's some people that need that to showcase who they are. But when you get into the game and you find out how much it costs to make it and how much you cost to spend, how much you spend on it, nigga, you'll throw up.
Yeah, you taking pride in being finessed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, when you go out there, like, you go and you find out the fucking Amiri jeans and all that shit, if you buy 1,000 of them, nigga, you get the bitches for $3. Nigga, you'll puke.
Yeah.
And you see them bitches on
It's
sale
just
for
denim.
$600-700, you like, damn, they've been getting me forever.
Shit.
Like, what?
Yeah.
It's just most people don't have $4,000 to get 1,000 pairs of them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to buy one pair and they hitting you for $600-700, whatever it costs.
You know what's so interesting about that though? Like, I mean, for the Columbus people, y'all know what time it is. The Eastland Fleet back in the day,
Yeah.
like that stuff was considered fake. It was coming from the Africans, whoop de whoop. But it's like, where do you think they made that at? Like, what do you think the factory looked like that they made it in?
I've been
it
out
looked just
there.
like the one that Nike make theirs out of. Like
I've been to the factory. They have, like, do you remember? So I remember being young. We used to go to JCPenney outlet all the time, right? My mom used to take me there all the time. In the back row somewhere, they had.
That's across the street. Talking about the Eastland.
Yeah. They had. I remember they had like a row, whatever, buying shirts all the time, and that shit would say irregular, right? And that might just mean that this sleeve is longer than this sleeve,
Yeah.
so therefore it's irregular.
Yeah.
So, with a lot of the shit that is knockoffs, or considered knockoffs, or is the real shit, but they can sell it at a cheaper price.
B grade.
Yeah, it's irregular. And what they doing is they throwing it out, and then you got the motherfuckers who going and getting it and selling this shit.
Newsflash for all of y'all that love to shop at outlet stores. That's where they be getting the work from.
Yeah.
All the J's that go to the outlet, they'll be B grades.
Yeah, and then you have the manufacturers that's selling the fakes or the replicas. They're right next to the real. They're all working together, hand in hand. Just like watches, all of that shit. It's not like, nigga, we in a corner of the world that don't nobody know that we selling it. No, they all working hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So to go back to your question, like, once I found out how much it cost to make it, crushed me. So I was like, I can't believe I've been spending this type of money on this. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when I was saying just changing the way people think. For me, like, outside of this jacket, so I have an anti-gentrification jacket. I have a generational wealth jacket. I try to create pieces that are thought-provoking. You know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't trying to get knowledge. Nigga, I just want to look like I got money. In comparison to where you could wear something that's fly and it's got a message to it. I ain't with that shit. The hoes ain't on that shit. Niggas really on that. Nigga, I'm about to go spend my whole tax refund on a fit. Nigga, look like I'm that nigga, but I'm really broke, or I can't pay my rent or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, I fuck me a bad bitch tonight. You know what I'm saying? So that, and then convincing a person on like the why. Because, like, why should I listen to your music? Like you were saying earlier, like, you got to hear something in there that's either about the city or aligns with you. And if the person who has the say so, okay, story. All right, quick one. I'm in this spot in Miami, 800 Lucky. I'm in there fucking with Jerobi from Tribe Called Quest, and I got this no pork hoodie, right? I got the no pork hoodie on with the hat.
Like Mello. Like
Yeah,
Carmelo.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And Mello has it. I gave it to Mello too.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Jerobi like, yo, I want to introduce you to my man. He introduced me to Will I Am. I'm like, oh shit. Will I Am, like, I fuck with that shirt. The no pork. I see you did the New York Knicks spin on. I'm like, oh yeah, you beat that. He's like, yeah. He's like, you pescatarian? I'm like, nah, I'm working on. No, he said you vegetarian. I'm like, nah, I'm pescatarian, but I be eating chicken sometimes. He's like, yeah, me too. Da. But he got it. And I'm like, well, shit, would you wear this shit? He like, yeah, I fuck with that. I'm like, damn. Well, I am, but he's sitting there a whole Gucci fit, but his shit, wow. He probably has shit custom. It's half carpet, half Gucci, some wild shit. But I'm just like, okay, but you get it. And this shit probably, I'm selling for like $65. And you'll wear it because at the end of the day, nigga, you so certified. If you was walking around this bitch with a wife beater on, motherfuckers still want to be up underneath you because you Will I Am.
Yeah.
But something I put together wasn't beneath you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In comparison to, you didn't have to go to Melrose to see this shit and like it. So let me know, like, shit, okay. Some niggas still get it. He like, I like the message. Some niggas don't give a fuck about the message, nigga.
Right.
Is it getting bitches?
Fact.
Do I look like I'm, do I look like
Is
I'm that
that,
nigga?
yeah, they want to see me in this? Say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they care about.
I used to say all the time, bro, it's a different type of nigga. It's like, it's a difference between going out to a club hoping you get on some hoes in comparison to going out knowing you fucking something. Like, chicks, we going to the club, shit, I'm broke. We know the niggas gonna buy us drinks. We don't need no bread. It's just a different, when you know, you don't have to,
It's not even there in your mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a thought. Yeah.
everybody ain't there.
That's real.
Shit.
That's real. How does your academic background influence your approach to running a business?
Just knowing like about like budgets, financial statements, and being able to have that conversation when I get to room with those type of people. Because a lot of people are very numbers driven and not necessarily culture driven. And those are usually people who aren't in tune with the culture. They don't really care about it. They don't care about the message. They don't care about the culture. They just want to see, okay, what's the ROI? What's the return on my investment? So being able to have that conversation and talk about how the company can grow, and forecast different things for the near future. That's how you can tap into the academic part of it, being able to use the words that they want to hear. A lot of different things that I picked up over the years just being in the business. Those little buzzwords or keywords that when you talk about how your company can grow and stuff like that, dropping those words is like,
Using
okay.
their dialect.
Exactly. Yeah, talking their language.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, school ain't for everybody. You can learn, most street niggas is more smarter than the people that's quote unquote educated. Yeah. For me, it's good to have a mixture of the two.
Just saying that.
Yeah.
Just thinking that. Yeah. Gotta have both though.
Because my mom said this all the time, you'll find out that it's some stuff that you can do that they just can't do. You know what I'm saying? But the things that they could do, you could do that and some. Like they just can't cross over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they've been so gung-ho on learning this.
It wouldn't even be believable.
And then some things that just come natural to us because of our experiences and our upbringing. So we take this with us and we go over there and we learn them. We bring it back. They can't. They don't have that. Some things just don't come natural. They can't come over here. They can observe. And if you see, I'm not trying to make it racial, but right now the world is ran off of black culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they trying to learn us and emulate us and take it back. But they can't take it back to their household. If they do it, they have to do it in secret. Even though their mama and their daddy love it too. They love fucking tag team 69, fucking Tootsie Roll and all. It's still us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It may not be as vulgar. It's a little bit more acceptable. It's still us, but they still have to do that in secret as well. You know what I'm saying? So they still trying to learn us and pull from us. And if they dressing like us, talking like us, all the cool shit is us.
They probably feel themselves losing their own identity to an extent.
Yeah.
They have to.
Man, white girls didn't want ass. Now the motherfuckers want ass.
It's changing,
Yeah, you know why they want it? Because they want niggas.
They want to be fly. They
You
want
know,
to be seen
and
a certain
again,
way.
not trying to make it racial.
No, I understand.
I'm just talking about the look,
It's the
the
dynamic.
aura.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
this perspective you want. When people see you want a certain perspective.
Bro, I haven't seen white dudes with wave caps on, bro.
Yeah.
Dreadlocks.
Yeah, and it's nothing
I've been
against
seeing a
them.
lot more
They
over
just,
locks.
it's nothing against them. It's just who drives everything. The culture is us.
We in America, baby.
Yeah, it's
Y'all know what
us.
time it is? Sure.
And there's nothing wrong with it, but just give us,
country.
you know, it's us.
For sure.
Yeah. How do you stay connected to your roots in Ohio when you're living in Florida?
Take advantage of opportunities like this. You know, pop up. You know, I was advised to stop making Ohio stuff, but I just couldn't. You know, hints like the jackets like this.
Yeah.
And I try to come back to make sure that I'm in tune with what people got going on and seeing how I can help. You know, I never come in like I'm above anybody else. You know, what can I do for you? How can I network? What y'all got going on? And just staying attached, you know what I'm saying, and to the right people. You know?
That's important.
Most definitely.
Earlier you was talking about a festival you're trying to plan with Dave Chappelle. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah. So I put a proposal together for a festival called a vibe called Midwest. It's actually a spinoff of a Tribe Called Quest, but it's also I gifted Dave Chappelle a jacket. And the jacket, and I'll show you the video later. But the jacket was a vibe called Midwest.
I see that
And
piece.
yeah, and when I spoke to him, this was like maybe like 2 years ago, and the day I gave it to him, but the day I showed it to him, he was in like Australia. We was on FaceTime, me, him, and my man from Dead Prez, and he was like, "Yo, Tribe Called Quest got
Hall of Fame.
well, this is the year before, so they just recently got inducted. Prior to they got elected or some shit like that? Nominated. They got nominated. They didn't get it.
Okay.
But he was like, oh, he told us that day, like, yo, they just got inducted or nominated. We was like, oh shit, for real? He's like, yeah, if they make it and I go, I'm gonna wear that. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's over. The next year they got inducted. He didn't wear it,
Yeah.
which I was sick about. But anyway, I came with the idea because I thought it was a dope idea. And I put a proposal together. I sent it to like Dead Prez and Drew from Tribe Called Quest, a couple other artists with Dave attached to it. And when I was out doing like a jog like 2 weeks ago, he hit me, or M1 from Dead Prez hit me like, yo. And I thought he just, because I told him, I was like, bro, check your email. But I thought he just was like, yeah, all right. He hit me, he was like, yo, read the proposal. We fucking love it. I'll bring such and such on the phone. Let's have a quick conference call. I'm like, hell yeah. So basically, it's a mashup between hip hop and cannabis, because cannabis is legal now in the state of Ohio. And all these artists that I've befriended over the years, I used to smoke weed. I don't anymore. But when I used to smoke, my thing was, yo, we about to go play ball, let's smoke. We about to work out, let's smoke. We about to just get on the game, let's smoke. Now when I hang out with these cats who smoke and I'm listening to their conversations, it's like, yo, this strand cures this ailment. Yo, this person is locked up doing 20 years for weed. How can we get him out? Okay, now we're part of the Last Prisoner Project. You know, I got an opportunity to meet Mario Guzman, who is the owner and creator of Gelato. You know, so that I'm in these circles with these cats, listening to their conversations. And they're like, yo, let's get people out of jail. Let's cure cancer. Let's do this. I'm like, oh shit. It's so much more to than just getting high. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm like, okay, well, everybody that I know that I've befriended that are hip hop artists, they're transitioning into the cannabis line or cannabis field because it's a $1 billion industry. So why not set up an opportunity where cats can come out, get some knowledge of the plant, you know what I'm saying, and also see some dope hip hop. Because I'm watching them do this in different cities. They do it in Miami all the time. And I've been there. I've been with them sitting at the table like this, and I just been listening like, huh.
That's dope. Spreading the knowledge about the power of
exactly. And then
marijuana,
also introducing people to like the nigga who created the strain. So he right there. You can reach out, touch him. You can get some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And then okay, so we all know somebody is locked up. Okay, so now we got the Last Prisoner Project. This is a program that's trying to get people who are locked up for marijuana. You know, they haven't hurt nobody. That particular program, this dude did like 47 years. Like he did the most time out of anyone on this planet for a non-violent crime.
Wow,
marijuana.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can give people the knowledge and they can come out and have a great time. And it's also putting more of a spotlight on Columbus, Ohio, and the Midwest, hence why I call it Midwest. So when I pitched it, they fucking loved it. Their first thing was like, when and where? Hence why I'm here right now looking at venues. Because it has to, when you're dealing with people on this level, even though we're friends and they'll throw me a bone, it still has to make sense. If it don't make sense, don't attach my name to it at all. And okay, we'll give you a shot, put it together. The first one got to go off. The first one go off, then okay, we can make this thing, we can brand it. Okay, now it's an annual thing. Okay, now we can switch the name up and take it to different cities, but it's your thing, and we'll back it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's something that people come to every year because, oh man, you missed the last one? Now it's like Lollapalooza or something like that. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Exactly. It's got to start somewhere.
Can you talk about any key mentors or experiences in Columbus that have significantly impacted your journey?
Key mentors in Columbus. Wouldn't say I have too. I wouldn't say I have too many key mentors in Columbus. I have crossed paths with a lot of people that gave me some real jewels. Excuse me, here in Columbus. I know you have O Sharp on tomorrow. O Sharp was very significant, and you know, me moving to Florida, you know, and me just maturing. You know what I'm saying, just on something. I'll be in the shop all the time. Hey man, cut that out, man. You need something different. You're a good dude. You got some, you know, you got some things about you. You should need to sharpen your skills. To do that, you got to cut this go, let this go. Get up out of here. Get away. You know what I'm saying, get away. Cultivate yourself, you know, rethink some things to come back, you'll be better. So he was a big inspiration of me moving to Florida. But no one really like took me under their wing per se, but I did get an opportunity to see a lot of people here put in work that I learned from. You know, like, I don't know if you know Bobby Ferguson, who owns the club, you know, he used to own the Cove. Now he owns the Forum. I used to be a promoter with him. I've seen him go through trials and tribulations and come back and still be on top. I owe his DJ all over the world, all over the country. You know, also being a barber and just being an entrepreneur, I have an entrepreneurial mind. Even the cats who own 360 Barbershop that Jay cuts at, I know them very well. I've seen them since like Genesis, from like the barber college. You know, seeing people transition into their passion and become owners. So I've had the opportunity to see a lot of different Wallaby. You know what I'm saying? And let me address this real quick. A lot of people don't understand Wallaby. Wallaby is so much more than an artist. Like, if I had a record label, Wallaby I would never sign Wallaby, because I would limit him to being an artist. Yes, he would be a part owner. He would be an A&R. He would have some type of influence on creating someone else and taking them to that level. Something that, an opportunity no one else has ever gave him. If he had the opportunity, like, if a label came and said, okay, we're gonna give us one artist, we're gonna push, and somebody said Wallaby, all right, cool. He would never make it because people would never back him the way that he would back others. But he knows everything about the fucking game. And when people don't know, in 2010, Wallaby was putting $40 a day away. In 2010, I don't know what he putting away a day now, but I'm talking about and not missing a day. So if you do $40 times 365, and he was doing that 15 years ago.
Good math.
Yeah.
He's somewhere else mentally that most people aren't.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh man, same dude hosting shows. His way of thinking is way beyond a lot of other people because they just think of hip hop or artists. No, he's curating events. He's bringing all the vendors. He's somewhere else. But a lot
He's
of
like
people,
a spokesperson for the city almost because you see him doing so many different
things. They don't understand it. They don't get it because realistically, he gone. He's out of here. His mind and people just don't. They don't get it. Yeah.
Didn't I tell you that when you had him on here? I was like, bro, I see him getting better. I was like, man, shoot. Remember I was saying
for
that?
sure.
He
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. Energy
He
just
gone.
through the roof.
Yeah, he
man.
gone.
Wild different.
He's
I
out of
was even
here.
saying we put together shows. He'd be the man. He's a lot more than
We've
all
had-
that.
Yeah, he's. I told him on the phone, I'm like, bro, if I was still in Columbus, you wouldn't host another show. You'd be throwing them bitches.
Right. That's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
That
'Cause
part.
You the glue.
Yeah.
You the glue.
He's the one person that we've encountered that like everybody else we've encountered knows him.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like the one person everybody knows
the
him.
hardest
You know what
working
I mean?
artist.
Compilation to drop.
Yeah, he's on the comp too.
Yeah, I believe it.
Coming soon.
He
you know
ain't,
about.
if you doing something and he in the vicinity, oh, we doing something.
Yeah.
That's just his wallow,
Yeah,
and
he's
he out
the
the
guy.
trunk. But I'm just saying he has so much more to offer that people just don't know because they look at him and they see, okay, I know he hosts shows, he a rapper, he's selling CDs, but you got to think about the thought process behind all this.
Yeah.
The way he's thinking things through.
He got that Master P mindset.
He there.
Yeah.
He's gone. He out of his
He on
mind.
another level now.
He
Yeah.
gone. People just they don't understand it. But if you sit down and you listen to him and all the things he could bring to the table, man, he pure on. He been gone.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people they're single minded, so they don't understand the hustle. He out of here.
Shouts out to the realest man. Y'all know what's up.
So
Y'all
being
know,
able to see
Wallaby.
people like that put in work and pick from them and implement that into my everyday hustle and utilize just some of the things that I see them bring to the table, that has helped mold me. So I have to give that props up to a lot of different people in the city. I hate that I can't name everybody, but no one really just took me under the wing outside of like on corporate side, yes. But as far as fashion and stuff like that, no. But I've been able to pick and take pieces
little
and
bit.
nuggets from people. I gotta give them props up.
Yes, sir.
What future goals do you have for Fortune Over Fame, and how do you see that the brand evolving?
Department stores.
Okay.
That's the goal. And like I was telling you guys earlier, like it took me. So when I was saying being able to see it and notice it without seeing the logo, and putting a collection together. I'm working with a well-known designer right now out of Serbia, and she told me, she was like, yo, you need a collection. You need a collection of 5 to 7 pieces to present, whether it be a spring, summer, fall, winter collection. Hats, jackets, t-shirts, hoodies, that's cool, but anybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. But when you create and present a collection, that's yours. And this is my collection. This is what this looks like, and that's what people invest in. So when you go and shop at Macy's and you see a brand that you never heard of, but they're in there, they had an opportunity to present their collection, and now they in Macy's. I ain't talking about Ralph Lauren. I ain't talking about INC. If you go in there right now, it's a brand you never heard of that maybe have a little 6-7 racks.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But they got the opportunity though.
You got the opportunity.
That's
you need to
mainstream.
have that collection to present.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the end goal, is to create that well, that's the next step. Create a collection and then go to the department stores. And that look is not going to look anything like this.
Okay. Yeah. This is like that exclusive streetwear vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You got this one jacket on there that's crazy, and it's the generational welfare or generational wealth.
Yeah.
It was like navy blue, but you had the bronze on there too, like the combo.
Yeah.
That one was
That's one of my
crazy.
favorites,
Yeah, that one was crazy. I like that one would be sold out in the size. You know what I'm saying? The size of it.
I'll tell you the
That
story
was
behind that, and this is also a learning lesson. When I was going back to as far as you have to the minimum order quantity, right? You got to order 50 of them. Like I had to buy at least I bought 100 of these, 100 of those. But they hit you with the sample first.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course.
Now, the mistake I made, I ordered a bunch of dope fucking samples, right? And they were so crazy. When I post them, people like, give me that. So I end up selling them, right? Or I gave them to artists, you know, like Busta and Spliff, and a lot of people. Some people rocking them in their videos, which I really appreciate. But they wore them in their videos, and people start hitting me up in my DM, man, I seen such and such wearing that in the video. I need one. But the one I got, I sold, which was a sample, right? And now, like we were talking about earlier, pre-order, now if I want to resell it, I got to go buy 50 of them, right? Now, what I could have did is I could have went to Magic in Las Vegas with those 10 different sample jackets I had, set up my booth. That's my collection right there. And somebody could walk by, yo, this is fire. That's how many? Let me order 50 of this. I want to get 20 of these in my store in Atlanta, 30 of these in my I had my collection.
Let them do the pre-order for you.
I had it.
Yeah.
But I sold the samples. Because I just didn't have the knowledge. I didn't know.
Right.
And I wanted to get the brand out there.
Yeah.
But I had my collection, or at least on it. I could have just, if I wanted to do my brand just jackets, because jackets have been the most profitable and the most recognizable for my brand. If I just wanted to be a jacket brand, I could have did it. I had all the samples that was crazy. The anti-gentrification and the whatchamacallit jackets, just the
Generational wealth
was crazy. The colorways, it was nuts.
Yeah,
They've been in several videos. And that was nuts. And I had the collection. I had 7, 10, and I sold the bitches, sold the samples.
Damn.
Now, and the manufacturer I deal with, they like, if I'm like, oh, okay, can you send me 2, 3 more? Why would I send you more samples?
Facts.
You didn't do what you were supposed to do with
it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I mean, if you handed out the Busta and Split, that's a good reason on why you didn't do it the right way. You feel me? But
I'm doing
that's
the jacket
definitely
right
the play,
now
though.
for Busta and Split. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll show you when we go offline. But and I'm just doing the samples because I'm actually doing the joint venture with Spliff, the Mr. Lewis collection, which is gonna be his collection that I'm backing. But yeah, like I just didn't know. I had everything I needed right there. I could have went set my booth up. I would have been out of here because the jackets was so. And this is not bragging, but the jackets were so hard. They was undeniable. I know that because of the reaction I got when I put them with certain people, and it had the message. It was, if you tuned in, the colorway. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was just too hard. You know what I'm saying? It was hard.
That's how we felt about this right here. Like coming out the box was like, bro, the stamps that you got on there is just, if you from the city, you from Ohio, you gonna feel this.
Yeah,
you gonna feel this. Yeah.
But it was like they was. I knew it. Like the way people was hitting me up, and the worst thing as a business owner is for people to hit you saying, "Hey, I love your product," and you don't have a product to give. We all sold weed before a nigga, or bought weed.
Right.
Yeah, nigga, you the plug, and nigga call you out. Oh, nigga, you the worst. Oh man, I gotta go ahead another day. Oh,
then after you don't care about it no more, here he comes. Oh yeah, I got that now, bro. If you still need,
it's
bro,
too
get
late.
out of here.
What does something like that look like? I got a brand, Mastermind Click, and I wanted to do a clothing line, but we're not really focused on clothing line. What would that look like to do something like brand that with your company for a certain line? It sounds like kind of like what you was talking about doing with Busta.
Yeah. I mean, it's something. It's easy to do as long as you have the concept. The thing is, it's all about who is your target audience, and what I mean by that is, do you want to mass produce it, or you want it to be customized?
Exclusive.
Yeah. If it's exclusive, it's easier to do, but it may cost you more money.
Right.
But it depends on what that profit margin looks like. Because if you're selling it for, let's just say 1,000, and it costs you $200 to make, cool, you walking away with 800. In comparison to if you buying 50 of them, it costs you 1,000 to make, and you selling them for $50, you make a lot more money.
Yeah.
But it's about who that audience is. Like when I did a jacket for Dave, and when I actually gave it to him at his crib, a couple people was like, "Oh yeah, that's crazy." And I was like, "Well, I'll make you one. I got you." He was like, "If you make one for them, I don't want it. I don't want nobody else having my shit." I'm like, "Oh, that's the first time I got introduced to." Oh shit,
That's kind of what I'm more
custom.
about quality over quantity.
Yeah. And you want your own shit.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but it's something like when I dropped this, I was like, oh, I knew it's certain things I've done. I'm like, oh, this is nuts.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I'd be a fool to only make one.
Yeah.
But
Like
you know how we are like,
that's
and
not
I-
easy.
you know how we are like, we from that generation where I don't want somebody that has the same shit I have.
Not facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That was our whole come up.
Only thing,
where you get them J's at?
That's the
I
only
ain't
thing
even
that
trying
you
to-
be okay with is J's because you know niggas is gonna
I
get
can't
them.
cuff the shoes. Yeah. I might not
that's the
want to
only
tell you which
thing.
store I got them from, but
that's the only thing. Oh, over there sold out, but I gotta, over here. You ain't gonna tell nobody that.
Fact.
But
But
was some exclusive because I had it on the shelf for 2 years before I went.
Right, yeah, that was the play.
that's
how
really
you
like the
put 'em
only
on
thing you
ice.
don't have no control over. Some J's.
Right.
They gonna mass produce them.
Facts.
Now I'm from the era where shit. Before the tickets, you just had to go and stand in line first.
Yes,
We
sir.
skipping first
Oh,
period.
I
We
remember.
had to, we at Eastland.
Yes, sir.
We getting them joints.
Damn right.
Oh, he got the J. Nigga
Yeah.
going crazy. Now it's about the tickets and all that. That's
It's
cool.
a different game.
It's a different game.
It's a different game.
But as far as gear, oh man, I ain't giving this up. No, you don't know where I got this low or this Tommy or whatever.
Right.
But certain things you gotta replicate. And I appreciate the fact that I've been in the club and I've been in spots and I seen like 10 niggas with my shit on, and niggas like I've been out with niggas that they like we all wearing your shit on purpose. That's dope. Because it's some shit that's like, yo, so far I don't care if other cats, I'm expecting other cats to have it. But then you got them one-on-ones where you like, I hope I ain't never see this.
Never
again.
want to see nobody else do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exclusive.
Yeah.
Damn.
Most
What
definitely.
type of legacy you hope to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Good question. That was just official. You know what I'm saying? And I stood for something. You know what I'm saying? And that I always came with peace and a good spirit. Anything I had, I was willing to share. You know what I'm saying? And that people could use me as an asset. You know what I'm saying? And that just an open book, and we just never want no cocky, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm anti all that. I just want to be a part of the village, of the community. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that when I go to different places, I get that same energy.
Most
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
I've been lucky, like I said earlier. I've been around some niggas.
Yeah.
You like,
In the trenches, like,
yeah,
oh,
like
shit.
it's about to be shaky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they were like, you came by yourself? Yep.
Oh,
All right, well, either you came by yourself because you just that solid or you stupid.
yeah.
You're like, I'm solid.
Yeah, for real.
I'm hoping it don't go stupid.
Oh, for real.
You know what I'm saying? If it goes stupid, I ain't gonna, it's gonna go
We
somewhere.
can take it there.
Yeah,
We have to take it there. Yeah.
But I'm hoping, and most
You don't want
people,
that to go there.
Yeah, most like-minded individuals that are of age, be like, all right, well, let's build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you came up here, Dolo, at the spur of the moment, then you serious. About
Must
what
be
you're
here for a
trying to do.
reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just being solid, man, and trying to create some thought-provoking things, and also being willing to share any knowledge that I've obtained, and just also being open to taking on anything that someone's willing to share with me.
Most definitely.
You have a message for the Columbus youth?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I do, and this is not to be redundant because I said this yesterday, and I say this all the time. I say this to the students in Jamaica. Don't let them like back you in, and don't let them put you in a corner, and don't you don't have to be a product of your environment. You can be a product of your imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you think you are, you can be. You know what I'm saying? And just go think about it. You know what I'm saying? And your world is so much bigger. Their world is so much bigger than your window, what you see. You know what I'm saying? Like just like she said, it's happy hour somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, somebody on a train in freaking China looking out the window dreaming. You know what I'm saying? You could be there. You know what I'm saying? Find out about it. Go experience it. Don't let anyone else tell you about it. But we have to understand that as black people that we are indebted to each other. And I think that's the one thing that the youth, they forget. Either they weren't taught or they forget it. The saddest thing about being black is someone will take your life who was raised exactly the way you were. By their grandmother, eat the same food that you ate, come from that same type of community. That's one thing about black. We gonna laugh at the same shit. We had the same experiences. You go anywhere in the world, especially in the United
That
States.
culture, man.
The culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we the only culture that goes some certain places. We the only culture to say, I'm not gonna go here because niggas be in there acting up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or when you go somewhere you just can't be free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
real.
niggas on your ass.
That's real.
We the only culture that do that.
That's real.
We're the only culture that fears each other the way that we do.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? So
Go to this city, but stay away from over there.
yeah,
'cause-
yeah. And I just think that you know, we overlook that work that was put in for us by our people for us to be here, and we overlook how much we are indebted to each other.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's like we owe each other. You know what I'm saying? We owe the people that came before us who really put in the work, and we don't value each other's lives. You know what I'm saying? So that's my message to the youth is like, you know, you killing off your own. You know what I'm saying? And instead of uplifting your own, it's not even about violence, even like verbally putting each other, anything that's putting each other down. You don't see that with other cultures. You know, like we need to, if we lift each other up, man, shit.
Build
all.
these communities.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now, to piggyback off of that, what's something that resonates with all people of Columbus besides the Buckeyes? What's something anybody that's from Columbus gonna feel?
Grippos.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer right there. Yeah, Grippos for sure.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the age group, but
Yeah.
shit, Grippos.
Yeah. Folks be sleep on Grippos. Like people from out of town, like don't be coming
yeah,
across it, and it'd be
yeah.
like, oh yeah, let me introduce you.
Yeah.
To the hottest chip you need to know about. You know what I mean?
I mean, age group, you know, like Eastland, North Lamar,
Most deaf.
City Center,
Most deaf.
Block
Yeah.
Party.
Yeah.
Saying bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's everything.
Coming Home,
Yeah,
Block
Coming
Party.
Home.
Yo, do y'all
Coming Home was Mount Vernon, right?
Yeah.
do y'all be thinking about the
Yeah.
fact that Eastland really gone now? Like it's like it really happened. Like it's
Drive
just
by it every
it's
day.
just
Yeah,
there.
it disgusts me 'cause they're
yo,
actually
it's
tearing it down now.
crazy,
Yeah.
yo.
So it's a lot of those. I mean, man, the Block Party, bro, was
My thing. Shout out to my family. I remember I was down there with Terry Glenn.
okay. Yeah, I remember them times.
When he
Yeah,
first came with the Lambo. Yeah,
Bro,
it was lit.
For
Bro,
sure.
Block Party was. That was a time, man.
Buster knocking out Mike.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But
But
his cousin is in the squad too.
Yeah,
OGB with Memorial.
Yeah.
He actually with Buster yesterday, right?
yeah.
Dope.
Send me the visuals. So we working on
Dope.
getting Buster in the studio too. What's
that
happening
was
with him?
fire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was
Real-
fire.
Real Columbus
OGB,
legend.
I would love to
OGB
hear
did
his
a little
story.
shout out in the compilation, so he gonna be on one of the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Most
You're
definitely.
more than welcome. Please come out.
Yeah.
We put together a lot.
Yeah.
We'll be a lot shot by this
I'll
man
put
right
it on
here.
the
Yes,
calendar.
sir.
Also get
I'll
into
pop
that.
up.
Yes, sir.
That's my word. But yeah, Columbus has those staples, those memories that. I mean, City Center was,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's almost because
You know.
almost crazy when you throw them out like that, because it's almost sad. It's a memory.
Yeah,
Almost
gone.
all that is
Yeah,
gone.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Most definitely.
Like, that's crazy. Columbus real different when you lay it out like that. As far as what the youth is experiencing about Columbus, they didn't live it like we got
I
to.
mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
remember rallies used to be snaps, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
snaps in
yeah.
the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I didn't
snaps.
even hit to the snap.
My
Yeah.
sister worked there when it was snaps,
Yeah.
bro. Word.
Wow.
I mean, where I graduated high school in '97.
I'm
Okay.
97.
Okay, what high school you went to?
West.
Okay. I don't, so was Mike out there?
Yeah, Mike Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Oof. Do you remember the?
Oh,
do you remember?
Mike Red.
Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you remember the
That's all that
Independence West gang?
Yeah. My cousin went to Independence, so we always had
Who
that
was your
rival,
cousin?
Terry Thomas.
Okay.
He be in here too. It's a lot
Bro,
going on,
yeah.
bro.
man.
We in the network.
You know
so
Darrell Johnson and all?
Darrell Johnson.
He did what was that dude?
Oh, Rated R.
Yeah, the Rated
I know
R,
Rated
Rhythm
R.
and Ghetto.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, some things.
Like
a lot of
it's
Columbus shit going on right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
y'all know the
yeah.
vibes.
Like I remember, do you ever go to Alexander's?
Nah, that was older. That was older than me.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I was young. Did you ever go to Flyers?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't pop out in the club.
Okay.
Like that.
I mean, I was young jumping in these spots,
Yeah,
but it was
I
a
would
couple.
be on the outside selling.
Yeah, I could
You
dig it.
know
I
what I'm
could dig
saying?
it. I could dig it. But it's a couple. Columbus has some dope history.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Some dope
does.
history. You know what I'm
It
saying?
truly does,
Yeah.
man. That's one thing, that we all about, like just pushing the city forward, and too really tapping into the real faces of the city. You know what I'm saying? We got so many legends out
Yeah,
here, legends in the making. that's just not known about on the big stage yet. You know, so we know about the mainstream names and the big time names, but like it's a lot of folks out here that's just as heavy, if not more, as far as the impact goes. You folks just don't know about me yet. So that's what we all about.
I think, I mean, and it's very important that, you know, y'all doing this. We need more people like you guys that's highlighting the city and creating that platform and that outlet for people to be heard and showcase their skill set and all those good things. You know, so again, I salute to y'all for what y'all doing.
Most definitely. Well, Rahim, it was a pleasure. It's one thing that we also want to get in the shot, though, man, before we get up out of here. So before we got the cameras rolling, y'all, Mr. Rahim here is also a brand ambassador for an alcohol brand as well. You want to go ahead and tell them a little bit more about that? I'm going to get the bottom.
Definitely. So I'm a brand ambassador for a vodka called JiuJiu Vodka. Shout out to my homegirl, Miss D, out of Brooklyn, New York. You'll see this bottle in a lot of your favorite artists' videos. It's premium vodka out of New Zealand. Right now, real big in New York in the tri-state area as well as Miami. I'm trying to do my part in getting in here to Columbus, Ohio, or to Ohio in general. We're in talks with 3 or 4 different clubs to do like a rollout, some type of promotional thing. But yeah, man, premium vodka. It's amazing. It has gold flakes in it. You're not gonna get a headache. It's from all natural springs.
That's a fact, y'all. No headaches included. That's a fact.
It's not harsh. It goes down smooth. Yeah, but you're gonna be seeing a lot more of that. JiuJiu Vodka.
Definitely gonna see it in the mastermind video.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Make sure y'all tap in with that JiuJiu Vodka. But I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I know most certainly we did. Mr. Rahim Ewan, he's in the building with us, the head of Fortune Over Fame. Make sure y'all tap in with the website, fortuneoverfame.com. Go get you some merch. Go tap in with the brand, and make sure you tap in with the unboxing video. We got a video coming right after the episode drops. We're going to show y'all exactly why you should go ahead and cop today. But until the next one, y'all, Central Ohio creators, Rahim, we out.
Peace. I appreciate y'all, man. It's dope.
We appreciate you as well, man. Pleasure all ours.